Listen, I've met a lot of great guys out there. I've met a lot of great guys. It's very sad, the rap industry, but we got a new guy named Boats, and he's very, very good. Yeah. It's officially the worst album of all time. Yours truly. Yeah. I just got out another rehab clinic, that's an admission. There's a lot of shit I haven't addressed, an active addiction. So come on, sit back and listen. I'm not a mathematician, but it's chalking adding up all the plastic cups that I pissed in. All the staff and clinicians asking about prescriptions, having a chat about my past habits or bad decisions. I'm a fuck up.
All right, we're back. Danny, how are you?
Good, bud. How are you?
All right. I'm doing very well. We have a very special guest that we've been trying to get on for a long time.
I know, it's been a bit.
This has been a while, so you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Timothy James, and I'm a country artist, and I've been following this guy for a while, and I love it. You know, I like the humor and I like the jokes, and
Yeah, and I like country music. It's a good
he likes
mix.
country music, so here we go.
Same.
So a couple things, house clean, before we get into all the stuff we're going to talk about for the show. I played golf on Wednesday. Benuzzo, my roommate. My roommate's
Sorry.
he was getting inducted into our college Hall of Fame. He's a great basketball player. So he was in town. Me, Bob C, him, and Al.
Oh, fuck
They had
yeah.
never met, by the way. Al and Benuzzo.
Oh no, how was that?
Al's like a complete ball buster. I actually was like fearful that it was going to go horrible.
Sour.
It couldn't have been better.
That's awesome.
I think Benuzzo is finally
Realizing
acclimated to like all of our sense of humor, and he's like, he was great.
You're never
if I
gonna-
could get on Patreon, the stories that Bob C, which I know he'll tell, and then the story that Benuzzo was telling about like his anniversary one time, we could have we could like sell out fucking the Wilbur. Like it was unreal. We had a great time. Benuzzo trounced us. I shot 87, Al shot 86, and Bobby shot like a 95. We all played good. It was fun. Great day.
Love
2
it.
beers afterwards and fucking out, you know?
Where'd you play?
We played at Sagamore.
Yeah, fuck it.
Where we had the IA,
Nice.
which was a day that you got
Yep.
drunk 3 times
Yeah.
during the day.
Yeah, that was
day. It was unbelievable.
amazing.
One of the most epic performances of drinking I've ever seen in my
Wait,
life.
you got drunk 3 times in one day?
Yeah, it was a long one.
Get sobered up and got drunk again? That's
Yeah,
pretty-
it was one of those.
impressive.
It was one of those. From the night before, but it was over midnight, so it was really twice, but it was 3. You know what I mean?
Let's go with 3.
Yeah, it
was-
sounds
yeah,
way cool.
I mean, I've considered myself quite a indulger of the drink, and I was very impressed that day. It was
Yeah.
Michael Jordan like numbers. I was very.
And
the thing about you that people don't get, we talked about this actually about you on the golf course. He's like the Energizer Bunny. Like you just think like he's pretty cocked. Like he's like the normal evolution of that is that person just deteriorates. Danny like will manage it, and then like he comes back up.
I can
like,
put in a session, and that's
Comeback kid, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a comeback kid. Yeah.
Can't golf for shit, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's good at that.
Yeah.
He's good at that. Real quick, I know we mentioned it on the last show, but like we're not doing the Halloween party because of a bunch of conflicts with
Yeah,
that.
sucks,
We're doing an ugly sweater party, which works out better. One of my good friends from high school, my girlfriend, not girlfriend, but a friend of mine who's a girl. They have a Christmas party every year, and they're not having it this year. She's like, so that works out perfect. So
Sweet.
we're gonna fill the place for that. October 4th is the Patreon party. We will not be coming here first. Maybe a select group. We don't know. Maggie's like, you can't put that many retards in the backyard again.
And she's right.
And she's not wrong.
Yeah.
The group has grown. Like
Yeah.
when we first started the Patreon, there was like 25 guys.
Yeah.
Right? And we were here the whole night. And then last year, I think there were probably like 50 people,
Yep.
right? And now there's like 90 people in there or something
man.
like that.
You need the
so,
hall.
yeah, you need the
So
hall.
that's what we do.
And it worked out great last year because we started out here and then we went there and there was it was karaoke night. And
You got to see some characters.
there was some unbelievable characters, like people who just go around for karaoke that happen to be there.
Yeah.
And then us.
And then I did
Boy.
and then I did my mother used to play like 4 records only when I was growing up. It was like the Eagles, Springsteen, and then it was a lot of Sega. And I did Seeger, and some like older woman almost like came right there, like in her seat, like at the IA. It was great. Yeah, it was awesome.
Absolutely so.
I can do a great fake Seeger. I'll give her a little Fire Lake, you know. So anyway, so that's that. So October 4th, we're gonna be going to the IA.
Yep.
We'll get food and everything, probably from Bella's, probably from Durham, and you can come check it out and whatever. If you're not a member, don't be a scumbag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like whatever. I mean, if you really want to show up that bad, you can pay $5 for the 1 month and then you can show up, I guess. So okay, so I found you we found each other on Instagram about a year ago, or a year and a half ago, and you were like, I dig the show, like this is what I do. I'd like to come on sometime. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And like most things, timing just takes fucking forever for people to sync up. You know what I mean?
God, I know that.
Like we'd be like, he'd have a show or like whatever, and you're busy. You're gigging how many times a week?
Oh my God, 2 to 3 times a week.
2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's like
With a full band, like not just
full
like
band and duo.
Okay,
So I've been-
yeah.
yeah. The people have been like, there's a lot of smaller venues that don't want to put that much money into having the full band.
Yep.
So they like the duo. So the duo thing's been really picking up and
Yep.
taking off.
I'm gonna
So
make sure that this thing is recording.
it's fun.
Because we did have an incident, but like
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
yeah, so the duo thing has been picking up.
It's going really
So you
good,
mostly
yeah.
do a lot of stuff with the social, right?
social everywhere.
Yeah,
New Hampshire,
Loretta's, right?
Yeah, Loretta. We played Loretta's last night.
Yep, I saw that.
It was nuts last night. It was crazy. It was a really fun time. That place is a good time.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit you probably have the Nash Bar over by Tufts?
Oh yeah. I think they're closing actually.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But the one time, so I went there once. My daughter was in the hospital at Tufts for a little bit. And I was like, fuck, I got to try this place. I love country music, live music. Dude, the girl that was there was an absolute rocket, and she had the voice of an angel. She was awesome.
That's a combo that cannot, it's
Yeah,
never been beat.
It was great.
It's never been defeated in the course of time. So you were an iron worker though, right?
I was a union iron worker. Yeah, local.
Let's go.
Nice. So our
Shout
buddy
out-
Josh, who's been on the show a bunch of times, Josh Riley,
Okay.
he's an iron worker.
I'm local 12 myself.
He's local 12. So we have a ton of union guys that listen to the show.
Yeah. I was iron worker when I was. I think I was still 17 actually. Till I was like 23 or 22, and got my book, and I was a connector, putting high-rise buildings all over Boston.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
I was crazy. Yeah, like, I look back, like my dad was an iron worker, and I was like, and I see my son now. He's 11. I'd be like, fucking way I let my kids do this shit. I let my dad let me do this stuff. You know, he must have had faith in me or something though. But no, I loved it. I took like a duck to water. I loved it. It was really great.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was good. It was a very hard, very grueling work, but it lost the fun. The fun kind of snapped out for me with the whole OSHA tying off and all the crazy
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
now. When I caught the very tail end of it. When,
Yep.
like your foreman's like, if he trusted you, like you didn't have to wear your belt.
Sure.
You know, all that shit. The crap.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking of
Yeah.
that. Too.
Josh said when they first started with that,
Yeah.
he's like, Josh started in probably like 2000, right?
Yeah, maybe we might even know each other.
Yeah, you
We
might
might
have
have been
met
the same
him before.
apprentice
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Who knows?
And he said that like when they brought the what do they call it? They tie off.
Retractables
Yeah,
and all
retractables.
that.
He's the older guys to be like, get this fucking thing off.
yeah,
like,
I almost got killed twice because of tying off.
yeah.
I almost got killed twice, man. I was like, really? Like, I remember it was a really windy day, and beams were coming down, and it grabbed my lanyard. One beam was like spinning,
Yeah.
and it grabbed my lanyard. It ripped me off the beam.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But if I
Fuck.
if I was not tied off, it would have never happened.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was a couple things that were really fucked up. Another
Yeah.
time there was a guy on the beam was coming down, and
Yep.
the guy was on the phones, and the battery died in his phone. So I'm having, hey, come down the rig, and I wave him off to stop,
Yeah.
and the beam's still coming. And he's going, stop, and now the phone guy runs to the edge of the building, and he's waving to the crane operator to stop. And at this point, the cables are down, the beams are flying out of the chokers. I'm trying to get away, but I can only go so far because I got a fucking beam walker on the beam I'm attached to.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
a leash
it's-
on me, you know? It was like,
It's crazy. Like I don't know how. I mean, I don't really like heights. So it just eliminates me from
Yeah.
that industry altogether. Right? away.
Heights don't bother me, but like whenever like I have to put like a roof drain on in a fucking building, I look over, I'm like, what are the fucking these nuts? They're crazy, you know.
Look at this hat.
My biggest thing, and you'll know what I'm talking about, Brendan. But you know, we use scissor lifts a lot when we're putting pipes up or whatever. They make us tie off on a scissor lift with a harness, and I'm like, if this thing goes down, I'm slingshot to my death.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
can't even grab onto anything. It's literally just fucking. It's like, see you later, bye,
yeah,
you're
I
done.
know a guy on one of those man lifts that was boomed way out.
Yeah.
And the thing went down a little, like it tipped on two wheels, and he fell out of the basket. And the thing came back and the slingshot him back into the basket. It was the most bizarre thing. Like
Jesus.
you could do that a million times.
It never
Like,
happened
Like it
twice.
was the most bizarre thing. He just
Yeah.
like went out and then he flopped back in. It's like,
It's like Cirque du Soleil of ironwork.
dude's face was like pure white. You know, I'm like, are you okay? What the hell just happened?
I would watch that. Cirque du Soleil firework.
yeah, that would be great. You know what I mean? Little musical with
Just-
Ironworkers.
Josh Riley with a fucking circus hat on,
Yeah.
like just
There's
hosting
a couple
it.
good ones. There's a couple good ones. Yeah.
So how did you get into? So first of all, for people who don't know, so you're a recording artist. You play a lot, but you're mainly you're a recording artist.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I have so many questions. I was actually talking about you yesterday to a buddy of mine. Yesterday was Porch Fest in Melrose. You know they do those
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
So I played it. Yeah, like I would play it historically. I'm like a retired, semi-retired musician. And my buddy who usually hosts a big party didn't do it this year. So I'm like, I didn't really want to just play at some random house. You know what I mean? So I ended up going and seeing a buddy of mine who was playing down the street. A kid named Brendan Murphy. Check out Autumn Hollow Band. Actually, they're
Check 'em
great.
out.
But I was saying that not only is your stuff great, your like videos are like fucking real legit produced videos.
I'm trying, man. I'm doing my best. You know?
Dude, it's like they're unbelievable. I mean, I can't imagine how much goes into that.
It's a lot. You know, I like write. I'm a songwriter, so
Yeah.
I write them, and then same with the movies. I all the music videos. I write them all out.
Sure.
All the scenes. I'm a creative guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I have an eye for that stuff, and then so I'll think of like a movie for the
Yep.
song, and then I try and recreate that.
Yeah.
So I kind of direct it.
Okay.
My last music video that I did out in Vegas.
It's insane. He's like, I don't.
Yeah,
He's
it's
on
crazy.
like a mountaintop. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking
crazy.
sick, dude. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it looks unbelievable. I mean, and kudos to my my filmmaker Brown. He was unbelievable. Like that guy is very creative. He's a producer. He does a lot of hip hop and rap stuff.
Oh, nice.
But he also does other things. But he's a really good artistic eye.
Yeah.
You know, for that stuff too. So it was kind of cool that he's like, you're the first person I've ever let like kind of lead me and collaborate.
Sure.
Usually he's like telling like, oh, you
Yeah,
stand here,
yeah.
you wear that, take your glasses off, you
Yeah.
know, hold the light here. You know, everyone's got to do their thing, and it was cool working with him. It was a fun time.
So, also, I have a major question, which is the love interest in these people you know already.
Mhm.
The love interests that are in the videos.
Oh, okay, yes. So yes. The last music video was a girl I was dating.
Okay.
And then
Seemed that way based
yeah,
on the.
yeah.
I mean, it was
But all
legit.
the other ones were just people I knew or models.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah.
And we connected though, energy
Yeah,
wise.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, you know, as far as acting, because it's
Sure.
acting. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So we try to portray, like, to make it really feel authentic in
Yeah.
whatever the story is in the
Yeah.
song. You know.
Yeah. I mean, if I was gonna be, I'm a married man at this point, but like if I was single and doing music videos, I would want to be making out with hot chicks too. I just gotta say
Yeah.
that. I mean, this kid's just got rocket ships. He's just making out with them. I'm like,
Nothing
this
wrong
is
with
a
that.
career choice
Yeah.
that I'm into. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to see that. You know what I mean? Like everybody
Hey,
wants to
sex
see
sells,
that.
you know. People want to see that. They want to see a hot girl,
Yeah.
you know, a beautiful woman, you know. something like that,
100%.
You know.
So how do you end up getting into when did you stop playing? Did you stop playing like in high school?
I picked up the guitar at 17, and it was like
Yeah,
it was like a eureka epiphany moment. You know, just like I was with my friend around a campfire, and his stepfather was playing guitar, and I was just mesmerized that like this guy could serenade 8 people around
Sure.
this fire with just like 6 strings and a
Yep.
guitar pick, and I was like, this is unbelievable. Everyone's like singing along to this dude doing his thing, and I was just like blown away.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I never thought about it. I just never did.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. And then the next day I woke up and I asked him, I said, would you teach me how to play guitar? He goes, yeah, I'll give you a lesson. And he gave me some lessons, and then for a little while, and then I'm one of these people, like I'm all the way in on everything I do.
Yeah, we're the same way. Yeah, we're
no
all-
matter what it is.
Yeah.
And, like I can't half-ass anything. Like,
Yeah.
whether it's a relationship, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just broke up with someone because of that. Like I have to be all the way in, and if I'm not
gonna
all
be
the
a
way
sick
in,
song,
I don't
though.
feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I'm not all the way in,
Yeah.
and I give all my time, all energy into it. So, long story short, I was just like I would sleep with that guitar, man. I
Yeah.
bring it to school. I have it on my studies. I mean, every waking moment,
Yep.
I played guitar, and then the minute I could get some chords down, I started singing and writing.
Yep.
Literally, almost immediately.
Yeah.
And I started making my own songs, and then I just
Yeah.
took off with it.
It's
doing that.
weird because that's what I was the same way. I was 17, got cut from basketball. I'm like, I got nothing to do at all. And like, I did have a bunch of different types of friends, some of the musicians, and they were all playing like Nirvana and stuff, and they were showing me those chords. It was easily accessible. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like, And then immediately I was writing stuff and doing that. And but so you're a great lead guitar player, right? I think.
I play lead.
Yeah,
you know?
you're a great lead guitar player. Not an easy thing to do because usually, like for me, I got into writing songs. I'm like, I don't need to play like fucking this guy's gonna play lead. Like you know what I mean? You're gonna play bass.
I
Like
have a lot on my plate, man. Like doing country music is like
you gotta
the
be
best-
you gotta be good.
I mean, you get the best talented session players on these records.
Yeah.
You got Brent Mason. You got, I mean, unbelievable session players. They're the 1%, you know,
Yeah.
in the world. I mean, if you're making a pop record and you want really great musicians, you're gonna get Nashville guys.
Yeah.
You know, and so emulating the essence of that music.
Yep.
Even if you can't play this like a solo exactly or something, like just emulating that, it's hard to sing and play lead and do that.
Sure.
You know, it's very difficult. I have to like full concentration. Even though I'm trying to make it look I'm having fun to the crowd,
Yep.
I really have to be locked in.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be fucking around.
No.
You gotta
No.
really, I mean, for
And-
me anyways.
Well, and it's one of those styles of music that like people who are into it, they're gonna know.
they'll know.
They'll know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like a kid going on the football field. It's like you either got it or
Yeah,
you don't.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
like it is what it
absolutely.
is, you know?
Yeah.
I got into bluegrass a few years ago and I started getting really into that.
Yeah, and those guys are monsters.
And
man.
like it's the same. And I would go to these jams and like I'm good enough to like get around, you know what I mean? But like some of these guys just like you
Oh,
just
yeah.
don't even and it's all for the love of it because I mean nobody make any money at bluegrass unless you Billy String. So like
No.
that's not like something that people are doing to make tons
Yeah.
of money. It's just you got to be into it, you know.
There's a high rate of autism to get
Yeah.
that good. You know,
Yeah.
but seriously though, like you gotta be on the spectrum. Some of these people, like most people I've known that like they're a little out there and that are unbelievable at their instrument.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because my kids now are playing. They just died. Your son's fucking monster,
Yeah,
So
he's
you
not-
did a
bit-
what?
At 11?
Yeah,
dude. He's in a
awesome.
video with him the other day. He's great.
He's I mean, it's so funny. The other day, he's like, Dad, how do you play a bar chord? He's on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
So I showed him, and his finger he looked like it was all contorted. Look at arthritis.
Yeah.
I'm like, his hands like this. I'm like, no, move your. I'm like putting his fingers where they need to be. I'm like, you need to be like 3 frets across, you know. And he didn't get it, you know. Like he was trying,
Sure.
but his fingers, it was all just buzzing, you know.
Yeah,
2 days later, I get out of bed and I hear like guitar playing, and I walk out the door, and he's sitting on the couch for school,
yeah.
and he's got playing bar chords. He's playing that Spin Doctor song. If you
Yeah.
want to call me baby, he's just. I'm like, what the hell? 2 days. I mean, you know they are like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they're little like that. You know,
Yeah,
they're like little sponges. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Well,
I
that's
guess
the
we
time
play
to-
bar chords now. You're
Yeah.
good now. You know.
Yeah, my son's gotten into it, and he's doing, he's just getting into all the stuff that I listen to, and it's his birthday coming up. He doesn't listen to this, so I could say this. So I was like, so I have a bunch of acoustics, but then like I have a Les Paul Jr. Gibson,
Nice.
and so he's been using that.
I like the Martin.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. He's been using that. And then I'm like, my wife's like, it's his birthday coming up. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give him a guitar. So I did a little horn swaggling with my buddy for a Strat with walls in it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, she's like, how much was it? I'm like, I don't really get into prices. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Came with love.
I'm like, I got a great deal
Yeah.
on it. You know what I mean? Like, when
Facebook
you-
Marketplace.
yeah. Because the thing is that a lot of people probably don't realize who don't play guitar, right? Is that like, if you go buy a $350 guitar, like that's okay. It's fine to learn on. It's never gonna last. Like it's just like you got to buy something decent if you're gonna have
So a
it. for a long time.
$350 guitar is a piece of shit.
Kind of,
No
yeah, pretty
shit,
much,
huh?
yeah. Like
Fucking
new,
A.
yeah.
Thank God I'm terrible at music.
Yeah, I mean, but you can get stuff good for good deals. Like if you buy it used, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this was used, got a few chips in it. Like
Sometimes you can buy a cheap. Like I bought literally. I last night I had a guitar I bought off eBay. Paid $150 for it. I put $500 into it. Sounds great.
yeah.
So
You don't know. You kind of.
I lucked out though. With like this, you know, it's a one-off. You know.
Yeah.
Like your typical Guitar Center, you know, $300 guitar.
You could just like I had this exact conversation that we
Won't
have
stay
now.
in tune, you know.
Last night I went to a 50th birthday party and it was some great female coworkers were there, by the way. Alicia Kerber, who I don't know if she played in that tournament a couple of years ago. A lot of people saying good things about the show. It was really cool. But I was talking to this guy who I know, and I was telling him about the Strat, and he's like, yeah, I mean, you're just pocket money. You know what I mean? He's like, it's you know, you pay $1,000, you can get the $1,000 out. You know what I mean? Like, which is true, but like you don't sell. So like, So like it's, but it is like one of those things. It's like not like say you bought a mountain bike for $2,000. You're not gonna be able to sell that mountain bike for $2,000. You know what I mean?
Like you get $900. You know?
Like I think I bought this, which is a 51 Southern Jumbo, which had a reef in at some point, like very early, like for like $1,200, like 20 years ago or something
dude,
like that. And
you'll
now it's
easily
like,
get your money
yeah,
for that.
yeah. And now it's like, you know,
Fuck
I mean, I'm never
running,
gonna,
dude. I thought like a $350 guitar was like,
No.
hell yeah. I got a $350 guitar.
Well,
you know?
I mean, every guitar at first is like that, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I got a PV, like a red PV, like Strat knockoff, and I'm like, this thing is the fucking tits. You know what I mean? I mean, it just you put a little distortion on it. I'm like, this sounds great. Sounds like I'm on a Nirvana record, you know? So were you always gravitating towards that country stuff?
You know, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and as a kid, you know, I would always be in the car with them
Yep.
doing stuff, and they were retired, you know, and I would listen to old music.
Yeah.
So I was always surrounded by like early jazz and blues and just early stuff, Sinatra and all that big band stuff. So before I even played, I already knew a lot of like, I guess, American music
Yep.
of our history,
Sure.
basically. So I took a lot of those influences when I started playing. I'm like, oh, I know that song from 52, and I know that song from the 60s. I knew a lot
Yeah.
of songs that I liked already.
Yep.
And so I guess my roots, my influences would be like early country, blues, definitely
Yep.
a blues background, and jazz. Like,
Yep.
you know, a lot of big band stuff.
Yep.
You know, and I just kind of morphed it into that. Buddy Holly's my biggest influence.
Yep.
I think he was, to me, I think he like cracked the code on songwriting.
Yeah.
I mean, he was amazing. The guy was like, he knew how to get to the chorus quick. He had the great intros, the great hooks,
Yep.
great solos. He had a really cool voice for what he was doing.
Glasses was sick.
Yeah.
Glass, he's still cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like a cool dude,
yeah.
you know? And,
yeah.
And I mean, there's a reason why. I think he's like the most recovered artist of all time.
Really?
I think Buddy Holly, yeah. Rolling Stones' first #1 hit in the U.S. was a Buddy Holly song.
See, this is what I like with this kid. He knows his shit. I actually have a quiz for him later, and I already
to take
know
my
that.
clothes
I
off?
think he's gonna go. Yeah, I think he's gonna go 10 for 10, or 8 for 8. I can't remember how many questions I had. Yeah, and then so I know that you have a lot of gear, right? So I
have a lot
follow
of what?
a lot of gear.
Oh, dude,
So-
I take my credit card away from me because it's ridiculous. My sister's my manager, and
Yeah.
she's like, please don't buy any more guitars this week. And I went through like a moment of just like, I couldn't stop buying guitars.
Yeah.
So how many guitars do you have?
Oh, dude, I got like probably 15, and yeah, maybe, I don't know. I got to sell some shit. I got too many. But
You only have 2
I might
arms.
buy more. I might buy more.
So yeah, so Kevin, so
Like
the
crazy.
Strat I bought is of like my best friend I grew up playing with. He's a gear hound, right? And like I kind of lucked out a little bit because I'm just not as much of an electric player, so I'm more of an acoustic guy. So like I've had a lot of electrics, and you know they've come and gone. He has like well over 30 electrics, and like he has like 2 or 3 Silver Skies from PRS. Like
Crap.
you don't need 3 Silver Skies. He'll
Maybe
be
we
like,
can
"Get-
start like a group.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
So that's why when I on something for him, I'm like, what do you got like kicking around the bottom of the, you know, 'cause he doesn't buy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he
So
does something good.
I've been to Kevin's house.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is he have 30 guitars?
So in the front room of his house is just amps and guitars.
Oh, it is?
Like, have you ever seen, you've probably seen this.
Actually, you
but-
know what? I did see that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
Like-
crazy. It looked like a yard sale, like in the most respectful way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a lot
And
of shit.
At one point, like, I know his wife doesn't listen to this, so I can say this. At one point, like, 'cause at my office in Wakefield, he'd be like, call me up, be like, Ahern. He's like, something's getting delivered to the office. And he's like, and I'm like, how much was this? He's like, I got a great deal on it. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I got a spectacular deal.
That's my line.
Yeah, I got a great. I think that's every guy's line.
Oh,
you know?
man.
But then you watch, like, I don't know if you watch because you were talking about Nashville session players. Like, there's a guy who plays on like everything. That's big, like all Morgan Wallen records. A guy named Tom Bukovac,
Oh yeah,
and
an absolute monster.
he's a monster. First of all, like if you play guitar and you don't watch his videos, you should because he's an absolute monster. He plays on everything. He's played on like all the Carrie Underwood albums and everything. All Vince Gill shit, like. And
He's
he's
great.
literally like you watch his videos and he's just crushing Yinglings and he's just like a piece of shit from Cleveland who
Dude,
just happens to be like a
You
monster.
think he was a cab driver? Or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you saw him waiting
That's
for the bus,
awesome.
you wouldn't even turn your head. He's just like drinking coffee. He's like, oh yeah, I got this shit. Fucking
And he's a dog.
guitar."
Yeah.
And then he picks up a guitar and it's like really masterful.
It's like-
but really
So,
great play.
Yeah, like the beginning of every video he does, he plays just like off the top of his head for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like shit you could never even without making a
Yeah.
mistake. And it's like he actually ran a contest on his channel like last year, like who could do the best impression of him. And I came in third on it, and I got a pedal from him. It's great. It's like
Really?
the highlight of my life. I was like we always talk about how all the impressions we can do with people are like
Shit,
just
I
people
would
we
do
know.
that. I would like to do that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
hilarious.
So like I'm like nobody knows who Tom Bukovac is except for like us, you know, like people who are working into guitar. But you have a few B benders too, and you have your own signature B
Oh
bender.
man, I'm crazy with the B benders. Like
All right,
every
so what
guitar.
so people don't realize a B bender is say like a regular electric guitar, right? Looks like a regular electric guitar, but it can have one or two. Can have up to three, I believe. Like it'll usually be on the where you strap the guitar in.
Yep.
And when you move it, it moves the note.
Yeah, it has a
like,
mechanism with like a lever inside the body, and it.
You're not talking about the thing on the bottom that fucking.
No, on the
No, that's
actual
a
body of the
tremolo.
guitar, it has a lever. So when you have your guitar strap that's strapped to that lever, so when you push down on the neck, it bends it pulls the string tighter.
Oh, no shit.
Up to a higher pitch, so you can get that like a
pedal steel
pedal
type
steel sound.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah, we love those pedal steels. I have no idea what you're talking about. Not a
I
fucking
didn't know what
clue.
he was gonna. I knew he was gonna say that.
Yeah, those pedal steels. Those
You
will get
know it
ya.
if you heard it. It's
Yeah.
in like every country song.
Yeah,
But yeah, those are great. Those are great. My buddy's got a couple of them. They're the coolest things in
Oh
the
man,
world.
yeah, my buddy Forrest down in Nashville, he makes them, and I think he makes the best one.
Yeah.
That's why I chose him to for my signature model. That
Yeah.
I'm that's coming out really soon.
Which, by the
Really,
way,
really
I
soon.
saw the signature model on your page. I actually just bought a couple t-shirts, by the way.
Okay, cool.
The new one's sick with like the old school country look to it.
Yeah,
Almost
man.
looks like a Garth Brooks.
Oh, wait! Did you see the new? I just dropped a new one. Yesterday.
Okay.
It's like it's pink and purple. It looks like a '90s. It looks like Saved by the Bell meets
Oh,
Alan
nice.
Jackson. It's a cool looking '90s, really retro kind of t-shirt.
But it's now when I tell Danny what this guitar costs, he's gonna his mind's gonna blow. But
So
like,
this is your guitar?
yeah.
So yeah, I came up. So I wanted to make a guitar that's for everybody. I want it so it's not just for country. I want somebody that's if they're into jazz, cool. If you're into blues, cool. If you're into rock, cool. You want into country. So I want a guitar.
What
that
if you're into the roots?
Whatever.
They play guitar.
Yeah.
Or I want something that's like really versatile.
Yeah.
That's, like most tellies, you usually how it's put on
Yeah.
the bridge. You put on the I put in the bridge position. I leave it there.
Yeah. That's like that country sound you hear.
The country
that
sound.
quacky kind of like.
But I wanted something where you like, if you want that really, that real rock sound, you can do it too. So I had it made with a humbucker and a single coil pickup.
Oh, nice.
And the necks are all hand picked, selected wood, all flame maple.
But
so they're gonna be nice.
okay, so when I tell you what it costs, you're gonna think it's an insane price. It's a very, very moderately priced for what I think it is.
yes, for like fully on custom with
Pro
all
guitar.
American made. Everything's made in America. Everything's
Yeah.
made in Nashville or down south. Everything. So it's,
So before you say this, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to and this is a genuine question because obviously
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fucking.
go
This is like Greek to me. What you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Do you have to get approved to get your own signature?
no, you
guitar?
just so the thing is,
You know what I mean? Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, yeah.
that does
yeah.
make sense. So it's a good point. So it's a Telecaster. So that's a Telecast style. So you can't really call it that because the Fender police, Fender guitars,
Yep.
they'll
That I do
they'll
know.
come after
Yeah.
you. So you have to make the neck, the headstock, the shape, 30% different than a Fender neck. It has to be
Yep.
30% off. If you're really close to it, they'll come after you.
Yeah.
And they'll I don't know what they do to sue you or whatever,
Yeah.
make you stop.
Yeah.
If you're small time like me, they won't.
Sure.
They're not gonna really. I don't know what they could really do. Probably just make you stop.
Yeah. They'll be like, give me all your B bends.
Yeah. So we came up with a headstock design, but it takes time to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted certain things. I wanted the guitar to be light, so it's a semi-hollow body.
Yep.
There's a lot of little things, but
Yeah. You basically partner with the builder.
Yeah.
And like they agree that you're somebody that like to represent them.
yeah.
That's fucking
That's-
sick.
and the
It's
pickup,
sick.
and the pickups are made by Heartland Pickups, and they're made to my spec.
Yep.
So that's another guy. So he, and Forest Custom Guitars is basically assembling the whole thing,
Okay.
putting it all together, and it was a lot of little moving parts to make it happen to make it how I want it.
Sure.
But I'm excited because it's gonna be great, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good.
So
You buy
it's
one guitar and
$2,700.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, like I'm telling you, like you can get in the guitar world, it gets very out of
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
fast. Like
It-
that's essentially what you'd pay for like something that was like out of the Fender top of the line Fender American made stuff.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep.
Would not be that far off.
Yep. And that would still be like not even custom.
No, it wouldn't be custom.
Like a typical custom guitar. If you said I want to have a custom made guitar for any of the the boutique deals, you're in the $5,000 range.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and dude, the thing is, like, I know a guy who actually works on my guitars, and he makes like he doesn't do it at a huge volume, but he makes his own like custom electrics, and like they go for like, and his acoustics go for like up to 12 to 15 grand. He's like, the thing that sucks is like that, like,
So it's all like the creme de la creme is $15,000.
You can
no,
sell
dude, it gets up to 100 grand, 120.
So I like
If they-
this
if
is
they-
why
that's for,
concert
like-
tickets are $500 a piece now. Just so you guys know. Holy shit.
Like there's a guy, like there's some of the acoustic builders. It's like it gets insane. Like it
Oh,
gets
yeah,
fucking insane.
It gets stupid money.
You ever watch that show, like How It's Made, though?
Yeah.
I've watched that
cool.
on guitar. Like, I was infatuated. Just like how I am at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
watching a guy
it's-
make a fucking pond in like the middle of India.
Yeah,
Same idea.
I said to my luthier one time, like, I'm dying to try my hand at building one. He's like, don't do it. He's like, don't. He's
Yeah,
like, you'll
it's-
fucking go down the rabbit hole. And he's like, and you'll be poor the rest of your life.
Yeah.
He's like, because it just doesn't, like, there's a guy, TJ.
It's an art for
I think it's
sure.
TJ Thompson. He's out of Lexington. He works on tons of like high-end Martins, old Martin guitars. And he's got old stock wood, and he built a guitar for my buddy Marcarelli, who lives down the street. He's actually Laurie.
I know Mark.
You know Mark?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Mark.
great guy, great player.
Yeah.
He built his guitar, and he had said to him, he's like, he'll build a guitar for a guy he likes, and I don't even know if he fucking charged him, basically, but like, he's like, his backup list of like to build guitars is just all lawyers and fucking doctors and shit that are loaded that want
Yeah,
them.
they
You know
don't
what I
care.
mean?
They're like, cool, make it so I can put it on my wall. And
Exactly,
Never,
yeah.
never touch it.
Yeah,
you know?
like I had a buddy who went to who's like in the message board years ago. He's a great player, good country player, and he's like, I met up with all these guys and like went to their house. They have all these ridiculous guitars. He's like, they can't play for fucking shit. He's like, they suck. He's like, but they have like fucking
The
$40,000.
collectors, you know?
Yeah, they're like, that's their hobby, which is fine. You know, that keeps the guys in business. So it's like,
That was my first thought, to be honest with you. This is how fucked up I am. When I win the Mass Millions, I'm going to buy you a guitar.
You're gonna buy it?
I'm just going to put it on the wall.
I love it. I love it.
I do have a guy that wants to. He's gonna buy one. He's gonna put it on his wall. I don't play. It just looks kick ass.
Yeah,
on
dude,
my
that's
wall.
fucking
Oh,
awesome.
dude, that I bought off.
But he's like, I
bought
want
that-
the first one off. It's gonna be 0001. You know.
Yeah.
I bought that off eBay one night, like shit faced, and I was like, "Oh, it kind of looks like a Buck Owens, but it was like a
It does.
Sayers catalog one."
Yeah, it's cool.
I got it. It was like I took it to my luthier. He's like, "It's gonna cost you $800 to get this thing to play," and I'm like, "He's like, it's gonna sound like a wood box," and I'm like, "All right, we'll hang it on the wall." I'm like, "That sounds like a good place for it."
So
I think it paid
how much
60
was
bucks.
that?
I think it was like $60
Yeah.
or something like that.
See, but you know what? It
looks
works in
cool,
this
though.
fucking box.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it's good. It hangs on the wall, and it's like, you know, you can hide some drugs in there if you need to. You know. But so when did you get into like really starting to put the recordings out there and stuff like that?
Like almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I hooked up with a producer in Nashville, and he kind of mentored me.
Yep.
And I mean, I like my first session. I'm in a room with like Kenny Chesney's guitar player,
Yeah.
and like I got Luke Combs bass player, and all these guys. And, like,
Yeah.
I'm in with like real, like the best,
Yeah.
literally the best players on the planet, and I haven't played guitar in a long time. I took like 10 years off,
Yeah.
and then
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Oh, all right.
Took like 10 years off, but I was writing.
Yeah.
You know, I went through an awful divorce, and it was a really toxic relationship, and I just stayed in the house like a friggin' hermit, and I just wrote.
Yeah.
And then, I sent some songs down, and dude, you got to get these songs recorded. And he just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
helped me out through the whole process. And it was
That's
just,
awesome, dude.
And ever since then, it was like, oh my God, this is like, what an opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm never stopping. this.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
this is, and he's been, Johnny Houlihan, love you, brother. You know, he's been an amazing human being.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell from the Clint Black light that I have up there that I love classic country. You know what I mean? Like I love 90s country. I love it all, which I think your stuff does a lot of that. And it has that exact sound. Like it's perfect. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's like it literally sounds like that music, you know?
Yeah.
So then you have a management team and all that stuff, right?
Yep. My sister runs that whole thing, and it's been great. You know, I have, you know, booking agents I work with too, and that's been really great.
Yeah.
Down south, and it's been like this, you know,
Yeah.
up and up and up and
Yeah.
keeping up, and the whole way, you know, it's been like, I would have been happy with like 2 followers on Instagram, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I literally didn't care.
Yeah.
You know? And now
And
it's
now it was 72,000.
yeah,
Let's go, dude.
72,000. Yeah, man. It's like
Yeah, we're all done.
You good?
yeah. Let me do one of those sun cruises.
Yeah. So where do you have gigs coming up next?
Let's see. We're playing Friday.
Thank you.
Lost Cowboy. I'm gonna be doing a duo show there. That's a fun place, man. They got it's the biggest bar in New Hampshire. They claim.
Where, where in New Hampshire?
It's in Nashua,
Oh, Nashville. You said that.
and it's got a the bar is literally it's like 50 yards long. It's really long. It's this huge, like looks like an airplane hangar, but it's really it's beautiful building. And they got a huge bar, and then we're doing the thing up there, and then on Saturday we're playing Cumberland Fair up in Cumberland, Maine.
Nice.
And they should have like 10,000 people there.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's the biggest day.
And you had the thing happen where, see, some of this stuff happens in weird ways. It's like what you don't realize. Like, so this is a quick story, but I may have told this on here before. But we did I did my first album, and I did it with a guy who produced it, and he played everything pretty much on it. And he's a killer. This guy's Steve Mayon. And then I grabbed my friends who I played with, and like, hey, I need a band like to fucking play this out. So it got picked up by some blogs, like right around the time when like Tyler Childers was coming out and all that
yeah.
stuff, and it was like getting some good publicity. My guitar player at the time goes down to New York, meets this girl. They have an intimate relationship over the course of a weekend. She's Brazilian, and she brings the album down to this dude who's like her friend, who's like the biggest music blogger, and he ranks our album the top 5 albums that year with like fucking Foo Fighters and shit. And they were contacting us to look at like Rock Rio. I'm like, I got 2 kids under 5 at the time. Like I can't even go to Hooters. You know what I mean? Like much less fucking Brazil. But we got like a ton of these different listeners from like Brazil. And then I didn't know this at the time, but like Americana music, country music, a huge following in like the Netherlands and like in like those areas.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
huge.
They're
over
really
there.
true to our music.
Yeah,
you know?
they love it. Like it's crazy, dude. Like
Yeah.
you could see where the listens come from. It would be like a ton from like the Netherlands, and Scandinavia and
yeah.
shit.
They
And
were
you had some people show up at one of your shows recently.
Yeah, we played at this place in Rhode Island. I don't want to say the name because I'm not too excited about those people anymore. But anyways, yeah, we had some bad stuff happen. But
Yeah.
long story short, we played there, and there was people like literally hopped on a plane and went across the world to come see me for a weekend.
It's unbelievable.
That's fucking
Like
crazy.
literally, they came from they were from Israel.
Yeah, that's right.
They came from Israel. I thought that was a joke. They literally, and then like they weren't. One girl had like so many photos of me on her phone, and they bought a ton of merch.
Yeah.
Like they bought like one of everything because their sisters at back home.
Yeah.
They bought everything, and they were like wanted photos and then autographs and pictures. They would like.
That's like the gas sometimes you need to put in the tank. Do you know what I mean?
Man,
Like,
dude, you know, like it made me like I felt so honored. And I
Yeah.
was like that like pushed me to like
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, man. You know,
Yeah.
doing music is not easy
No.
sometimes. You're like you have those moments. You're like, man, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
I just spent like $10,000 on something. You know, it's a lot.
And it's either going to work or it doesn't.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
the thing is, you have to believe in yourself. If you
Yeah.
don't believe in yourself, it's like pointless.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to believe in yourself and be authentic to yourself and keep driving on, soldier.
Yeah.
You got to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Either you're in or you're out. You can't like halfway like, oh, it's fun, you know.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to do it, you gotta. I believe, like anything else, you gotta go for it and doing this because I love it and
Yeah. Yeah. You do. Like, and it's because you have to be seen. Do you know? It's like it's not completely unlike doing a podcast like this. Like we do it every week. Do you know what I mean? And we've been doing this every week for 3 years. It's like same thing. It's like, it kind of goes like this, and then like all of a sudden something happens. You're like that, like kind of like somebody reaches out and they're like, I've been listening for fucking 3 years, and I'm a new listener, and
Yep.
fucking love the show and all this stuff, and it like puts the fucking gas back in your tank that
Yeah.
you need, because sometimes you start
Amen
seeing
to
the
that.
empty, like, come
Yeah.
on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, because
Yeah.
dude, even this, like, we just had this conversation last week. I'm like, I reached out to these guys. I'm like, this is, dude, like, I'm getting a little burnt out. Like, this is a lot of work. Like, we do the show every week, cut clips, we do all that stuff, right? And
He says we, it's all him.
well, yeah, but like,
But that was our point. Like we
You're
can
like rubbing his shoulders.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Do you need more coffee?
yeah. But like, I believe in this podcast. Like, I think this podcast is great. I think it's very funny. I think the people we have, my favorite part is the people we have on, like you.
Yeah.
Like, we meet people, and like all of a sudden it's like, oh, we just met somebody cool that like is doing something else cool, and like now we're like they're part of like our kind of fucking world, you know. And I think that like you need that, like sometimes, like to keep you just on the fucking reminding, because like you said, right? It's like there might be fucking 200 people tonight, right? Or maybe 2,000 people tonight that listen to the new song you just released, right? But you don't really know, and you're not getting that
no
feedback,
idea.
right?
Not in the beginning, you know.
Yeah,
I have
so
no
like
idea.
I can see the numbers. Like I can see we put up a show tomorrow on Tuesday. This goes up, and I can see that 400 people listen to it, right? And I'm like, that's cool. Like, but like you're not getting that. Like that's the thing about live music that you get is that like you get that immediate like connection and that that like feeling of like, oh, I just like really puts a smile on people's faces tonight.
Yeah, last night was like one of those moments.
Yeah.
It's a great room, you know, and there's a lot of people there. And it was like just a killer night, but I'll tell you, after Loretta's, we went to McDonald's after the show.
Yeah.
On Mass Ave.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like watching a like Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
That's like Walking
so
Dead.
many zombies hanging around. Dude, I had my 2 roadies with me. I'm in the van. I'm like, dude, I gotta get cheeseburger. You guys want anything? They're like, no, I'm like good. I'm like, all right, I don't care. I'm starving. I gotta eat something.
Yeah.
And I get to the drive, like
And this
almost
is,
right to
this at midnight?
This is 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah, dude. You saw
Dude,
it
I'm
all.
running on fumes right now.
Yeah.
I pull up and I'm behind this guy in a Beamer. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's not going around. All right.
That's the Avon
So I
box.
go around him.
Mass Ave.
I go around him. The guy's like this. I'm like, oh my god, I think he's dead. So I pull
Maybe
up,
it wasn't Avon.
I pull up to the the guy gives me my he's like did you order this? I'm like, no, it's the guy behind me. I'm only getting 1 cheeseburger. And he's like, oh, okay.
One
Well,
his?
I think he's dead. I don't like this guy's literally like I look back, he's out of the wilderness, dude. There's like these bushes. This black dude gets up and he's like, "What's up, man? Can I get $10?"
Don't ask for a dollar. Goes right for the gusto.
Oh no, they don't ask for change
Yeah.
anymore, dude. It's like, can I get a 20? And
I got Venmo.
I was like,
Can you Venmo
dude, I
me?
was like freaked out. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, what's up? And he's like, you got $10? And I'm like,
I love how he had a list.
It's like Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, 2, yeah. I'm like, no, man. And then I'm like, nah, man. And I'm like, this guy's now. He's like, do you want? Can I get barbecue sauce? Yeah, okay, yeah. And he's right there. He's like at the window next to this guy. That's his like stick. you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I turn to the guys. I'm like, you sure you don't want anything? They're like, no. And he's like, I'll fuck your dick for $10.
Jesus Christ.
You're like,
These
now
two-
you're talking.
These 2 guys,
like, "I'll pull right
dude, my
over."
guys are literally dying laughing, like hysterically laughing, right?
Got these cheeseburgers,
And I'm a funny guy
man.
too, you know. So,
Yeah.
and so it quiets down for a second. I'm like, we didn't get much tips tonight. You think you could do 5? Now the guy inside's laughing. He fell on the floor, dude. It was a moment, man. It was really funny.
I've been in
And he's going, yeah, sure, $5.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't care.
I've been in that McDonald's, like inside, where, obviously a guy all banged up. He just went behind there and started making his own food, and no one stopped him.
Yeah.
Like nobody. I was like, and I'm done. I'm not getting food today. Like he just grabbed fries by his hands and just like put them in a bag, walked out. They have a legitimate security guard in there. He was useless.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do a fucking thing. No. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like just
what are
call
you
for
gonna-
help.
Yeah. What's your job? To call 911 if
He's
this thing
like,
is fucking
yeah,
goes sideways?
yeah, seriously, it's like you got your rape whistle, and that's about it.
That was crazy.
All right, real quick, let's run some ads here.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit Bella's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bella's 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover, Massachusetts. Reigning champs of Beef Madness, Harry and Sandra, they do their damn thing. Best beef in the game. Get up there. BellasNA.com. It stands for North Andover, not Narcotics Anonymous. Tell them that we sent you.
Yep. We got Misguided Spirits that's on the bar. It's empty for good reason because it's fucking excellent whiskey.
There it is.
They're employee owned. They're out of New York. Our guy James, he's the fucking man.
Big Bad James.
You can get it on misguidedspirits.com. You can get it downtown Melrose has it, Buckaloo's, tons of places have it. So if you want a list, we'll get an updated list. We haven't had an updated list in a while. And I need to see them to maybe get some bottles to give out for the Patreon party too.
That'd be sick.
Ben Franklin Print Company does all our printing for our shirts and all that stuff. We need to get new shirts made, by the way. We are way overdue on new merch. So Ben Franklin Print Company, BenFranklinPrintCo.com. Tell them that you were with us and they give you 10% off. Our buddy Brian Panuzzo, who I was just with, kid's ripped. He's my fucking college roommate. He's like a Marvel character.
Fucking 6'8".
6'6".
Yeah.
He's huge. Gets 2 inches taller every time we talk about him. Just got inducted into the St. Mike's Hall of Fame. Great guy. There's like 6-7 of us in this group. Like he builds out workout plans for everybody, does a call with you, tells you like, ask you how you doing. He'll tell you little tricks. He understands that people have to live a life and he's not going to tell you that you can't drink. Obviously, deals with us, so you see, like, anyways, if you get in touch with us and get in touch with him, we'll put you direct in touch with them. We missing one, Danny? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now with the stuff that you're doing down in Nashville, how often are you down there? Because you were just down there recently, right?
Yeah, I'm down there pretty much like every few months
Yeah.
now, because I'm constantly writing, and I want to have I have a pretty big backlog.
Yeah. Do you
already.
put out albums anymore? Or is it all singles, basically?
It's singles, you can, I know my producer said we can do an, what do you want to do? Do you think you want to do an album and then as a body work and push it out like that and then promote it all year long?
Yep.
Or do you want to do singles? And I did the single route because I feel like that's a good way to put them out. I know the big leagues, they put out full albums,
Sure.
but they still do singles,
Yeah.
They'll still, a lot of big artists still do singles. And I think as a new artist, trying to embrace, evolve into what I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
When you start
and
out,
I think also
things change,
You're
you
able
know?
to drip stuff out, so it's like there's constantly something to talk about. Whereas
Yeah.
you do an album, it's a commitment, and then all of a sudden you just have an album. So it's like
and it's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money to, you know what I mean? So if you're able to do those songs, you can always put them all on an album at some point. You know what I mean?
I kind of like taking my time with each song and him and I and the musicians, and we can tweak things.
Yeah.
We can take a time like I think with an album, I'm sure there'll be songs I'd be like, shit, I wish I did tremolo guitar on that. I wish the drum, snare was a big fat snare on that one, or the bass was loud, or deeper.
Yeah.
There could have been things. So with each song, I can really take my time, listen to them. I like that. I don't like that. I sit on it for a little bit. Which I like. So.
Yeah. And do you have you looked into getting placements and stuff like that for your music and movies and stuff like that?
I haven't done that yet, but that's definitely in the works. So
Sure.
I wanna definitely do that.
Yeah.
I know there's some people out there I can.
Yeah, I mean the thing is too, all it takes is somebody just decided to fucking cover one of your songs, and all of a sudden it's you're a songwriter now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
You knew the guy that was in. He did a lot of shit for Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah, John Moreland. Yeah, so I played with John. He wrote he did a bunch of songs with them that got placed in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
He's amazing. But I think it's one of those weird things. A lot of it's right place, right time, right person hears it. You know what I mean? And
You
says,
never know.
hey, that's how Laurie McKenna, who is the woman that Machiavelli plays with,
Mhm.
she's this amazing songwriter, and she made her bones basically. Faith Hill covered a bunch
Tim
of her
McGraw
songs.
and Faith Hill,
Yeah, Tim McGraw, and then they took her out on
She
tour.
lives next town over from me. or
Yeah,
something
she lives in
like that.
Stoughton. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. She's dude, she's a fucking, I'll just be honest. I don't tend to gravitate towards female songwriters usually, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I'm a guy, and women aren't good at shit. No, I'm kidding. But she's amazing. She's I listen to her records. I'm she's just a fucking craftsman of songwriting.
Yeah.
She's fucking excellent at it. And she was she's a story, not unlike yours. She was 34. She had 4 kids already. And she was just started going out and playing out. And then all of a sudden, somebody heard her shit. And next thing you know, she's in Nashville writing songs for famous people.
It's crazy. It can
you know what I
happen
mean?
really quick. I sat in with a band on Broadway, and they let's get Tim up there to do some stuff, and I got up and sang, and I handed out some cards to people.
Yep.
They asked for my card. I didn't think anything of it. Oh, thanks.
Yep.
From Boston, represent. That shit. And then 6 months later, I get an email from on the website, and my sister's like, Live Nation wants you to do something at Fenway, Brooks and Dunn, and Jason L.
Holy shit.
I'm like, how and why? How did this even happen?
Yeah.
And it was from that time sitting in
Crazy, dude.
sitting in with a band that's grinding their ass
Yeah.
off, dude, and they're really, really talented.
Yeah.
But they wanted me to my sound, or for whatever reason, they just asked me to do something, But
It's-
then fucking Shakira fucked it all up for me.
Oh,
The stage
that was
broke.
the stage
Yeah,
broke.
man. Fuck, bitch.
Well, then
She
you
got that
did. You just,
dumpster ass, dude.
you probably knocked it over with that. You just did one out at Indian Ranch, right?
Yeah.
That was actually the last time we were trying to book. And you're
Yeah.
like, I got a thing for.
Oh, what a great time that was. Oh
Was it
my
Luke
God.
Bryan?
It was Jake Owen.
Jake
and Uncle
Owen.
Cracker.
Yeah.
Uncle Cracker was great, man. He's really good.
Dude, Young Rack is unbelievable. This is a pretty funny story.
hilarious name.
When I was
I know exactly
when
what
I
it
was
is.
He's really good,
When I
man.
was
Band's
30,
great.
32, when I was me and Maggie were first dating or going out, I'm with my brother-in-law, Bobby, now Maggie's sister's husband, was sitting there and her father's like, I saw this guy, he looked just like the other day. Reminds me of you. I'm like, who? He's like, Uncle Cracker. And my brother-in-law, Bobby, just because this is when Uncle Cracker was fat as shit. And I'm like, awesome. That's great. I'm glad. That's a good lookalike. You know what I mean? He's like fucking Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? Uncle Cracker.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
He is very talented though. And dude, he made
was-
boatloads of money off that
man.
fucking shit.
He's good, you know.
He has a ton of production credits on shit too, like all Kid Rock shit.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he was great though. He put on a good show. He's been doing it for a long time. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Jake Owen was awesome too.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with Cracker. Like all the songs, everything was put together really well.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah. Well, I've said it on here before. I mean, I went to see. My wife loves Bon Jovi. I'm not really the biggest fan, but I was like, I got our 16th row at Gillette, and Kid Rock was opening, and I always knew Kid Rock, and I was like, I like Bow to Bow and all that shit. This is when he was starting to get in his country phase a little bit. He played In Color by Jamie Johnson,
Yeah.
and he came out, did an hour. And I still say I've seen everything. I've seen The Grateful Dead with Jerry Garcia. It was the best live performance I've ever seen.
I've heard that a few times when
Kid Rock?
puts out an unbelievable show.
Unfucking real, dude. He comes out, sun's going down. It's just like,
Oh, he started off with that?
yeah, it's
That's
like,
cool.
And then he jumps up, he's like, boom. And I'm like, he's just a showman, dude.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking P.T. Barnum. Like, he's on every instrument. He's on the drums. He's fucking DJing.
Yeah.
He's just, and then fucking Bon Jovi gets up there and puts on the snooze fest of a century, right? Finally, he gets up and does a Sega song with him. He comes back out of the tunnel. I'm like, yes, finally. Everything else was just like a fucking, I didn't know Bon Jovi has like 11,000 ballads that they play
Yeah.
like
He's got a lot.
constantly, dude.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Tons of fucking ballads.
So it's funny. So I listen to almost everything, but rap is like my number one. And one of the best concerts I've ever seen, and no one believes me. It wasn't even. It was like a jamming concert. So it was like
You listen
Yeah.
to rap? You don't look like you listen to rap at all.
I used to be a rapper. By the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you give the name?
Phase one, baby.
Phase one.
Yeah. I'm not good, by the way. But I can tell that
Go
story.
get the
again.
do-rag. Let's see what you got.
That's one thing never did as a white rapper. I never wore a do-rag. I never said the N-word. But it was funny. So I saw Fat Joe. Now, Fat Joe, he probably played for like a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. He's 1 billion pounds.
Yeah.
He had no shirt on, and he fucking crushed the entire show.
Really?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Because I will say that, like, having seen a lot of live music, I always feel like rap's the hardest thing to do live. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't transfer like it does on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've heard it a million times. People will see Wu-Tang, they're like, it's a mess. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well, they just had like their farewell tour, like, and I wanted to go. I forget where I couldn't go, and like all these people, I was like, dude, can you imagine fucking all 9 of them on stage with their entourage? And you know what I mean? Like, it kind of looks tough, but like, Fat Joe was up there with like his little hype man Splip Star, and they were just fucking having the time of their life in fucking the Fleet Center. It was great.
Unbelievable.
all right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a little quiz. All right. And
Do you think I'll know any of these answers?
yes, a couple maybe.
All right.
Maybe one.
Hell yeah.
You won.
Maybe one.
Is it 10 questions?
I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's 9. Okay. This country rebel songwriter
Don't know. It.
refused to be paid in $50 bills, for he thought they were bad luck gambling.
Bad luck.
Also had major problems with the IRS various times.
I can tell you who's on the 50.
Very controversial character.
Ooh. I don't know that one.
I could give you a further hint, which would be one of his hits is time off of bad behavior.
Oh, Waylon Jennings?
No, it's David
No.
Allan Coe.
David Allan Coe.
Now
Fucking
you're like
God.
me because I'm the worst Jeopardy type person. I'll know it.
I
and
should have
it's
known
in there.
that. Oh my
I'll
God.
know it. It's in there.
Yeah.
But I can't get it.
So if you want half credit, who's on the $50 bill?
Who's on the $50 bill is Grant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant.
There you go.
I should know that.
This one you should get. And I think Danny, this is the one that you would be. able to
Hell yeah, let's go.
This female country trailblazer has her own theme park.
Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Didn't know that?
No.
Dolly World.
That's a real place.
Yeah. And it's
She
got
has
like
great cans.
It's got a roller coaster with like two like cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to let those puppies fly before she croaks.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
She still looks good.
I
She looks
know.
great.
Have you seen Martha Stewart lately?
Yeah, I think.
All right, now this should be in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
This great bluegrass guitar player, and also was the guitar player for the Byrds, was the developer of the B Bender guitar.
It is
He's just like me with. He knows what it is.
Oh my
He can't grab it.
Stop. Hold on. White.
Yep.
Something white.
Clarence White.
Clarence White. That's
Clarence White. Correct. Nice.
That works.
Nice. 2 for 3 right now. Here we go. Now this one might be a little tougher, but I'll give you a big hint if you can't get it immediately. The Oklahoma native would start in bands like Pure Prairie before going on to earn 22 Grammys, and also turned down the invite to join the Dire Straits in the 80s.
Vince Gill.
Yes. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. He's got to definitely get this one because I already know because it was ruined. I already knew from him telling me who his hero was that this was going to go. This cocaine cowboy had many hits throughout the years, but he started playing bass for Buddy Holly.
Oh, Waylon Jennings.
Yes, correct. Just give him a phaser and turn that Telecaster up. This prolific writer released over 70 albums, had 38 #1 hits, was married 5 times, and was in the audience for Johnny Cash's famous prison concert in 1959.
Not Johnny Pick.
He was in the audience?
Yep.
That's
the
cool.
audience.
He was in the prison.
Hell yeah.
San Quentin.
Folsom, no?
I think he was at Folsom. He did San Quentin too.
Oh my God, who is it? I know this. Not Johnny Cash. It's not. He was at Johnny Cash's thing.
Yep.
Oh,
When I tell it to you, you're gonna be so pissed.
No, hold on.
Do I know who it is?
We can go back to it.
Go back to it.
Okay.
Would I know who it is, though?
You might know the name.
All right.
This one.
That's a nobody.
This one. You may get. It's not easy, but you may get. I have also an autistic memory for things I think are very strange. That I never pictured this. This modern outlaw.
Merle Haggard.
Yes, there we go. Look at, I knew he was gonna pull it.
Merle?
Merle Haggard.
What a fucking name, dude. We got to bring that name back.
Yeah, dude, he's the best country.
Dude, one of the best country songwriters ever. And he just had this great line. He's like, all the guys in my band's wife hate me. And we're like, why? And he's like, because I take them away all the time. This modern outlaw country writer and performer had many hits before his performing career. He was one of the songwriters on Badonkadonk Honky Tonk and George Strait's Give It Away.
He's a songwriter?
He's a songwriter, but he's also you'll know who it is. I'll give you the era would be 09, 10, 2010, he kind of breaks out. Looks like he could be on Sons of Anarchy.
Eric Church?
Nope.
Jamie
Johnson.
Oh, wow.
In Color, he wrote too.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
That's
That's his.
amazing
But
song.
he wrote Badonkadonk Honky Tonk.
Really?
Yeah, that's why. If you see Jamie Johnson, he's like a dickhead kind of. He's got a huge beard. He hangs out with Kid Rock. And he writes very depressing, kind of good writer.
Yeah.
But I was like, he wrote fucking Badonkadonk.
Is that the Trace Atkins song?
Yes. Yeah, look at
Come on, baby. Come on.
You just got, you just got bonus
Hell
points.
yeah.
You just got bonus points. Okay, last one. This is a tough one. This late bloomer didn't stop performing until well into his 30s. He lost 2 fingers in a sawmill accident as a teen. Was also acquitted of shooting a man in the face due to self-defense outside of a bar. He's also been in several films. One of his hit songs is Chunk of Coal.
Chunk of Coal?
Chunk of Coal.
Chunk of Coal?
An old chunk of coal.
I don't know.
He was in the movie The Prophet. He was also in, what's the one with
He lost 2 fingers?
Billy Joe Shaver.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, there you
Wow.
go. Now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Now you know.
Snapple fact.
Yeah. All right, you did good. You did real good.
Yep. Do I
Yeah.
win the prize?
Yeah, you win the prize. The prize was the chill beer that we gave you at the beginning of this. You gonna play a song for us? Can we do that?
Yeah, I can play a song. What do you want me to do?
I'd like rodeo if you want to play that.
Yeah, we can do that.
You wanna do that?
Yeah, we can do rodeo.
You can either switch seats
I can move.
with me,
I don't give a fuck.
or you can sit there and you can just back that up a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
You can use this if you want. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
let me see
Sit
that
too. Guitar picks here.
I don't know what this thing is. You might need it. I have no idea. It's a fucking fidget I've been playing with for the last hour.
Oh my god. You ain't kidding. This thing's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting here feeling lost without you. I toasted the moments. It's a sun is rising slowly, piercing the hills with gold. Those rodeo memories under those lights, you felt right at home, yeah. She loved the rodeo like me. I roped her heart's racing for me. I held her tight and we felt so free. She loved the rodeo and me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude.
Sounds good, right?
So speaking of Brazil, that
Yeah.
song and Roll With You have done so well in Brazil.
Really?
Yeah, I was supposed to go there end of October, but they have like flooding where this rodeo was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And this guy that runs the New England Rodeo, he wanted to bring me there to the city and do like a mini tour there. And I'm so bummed out, the flooding that happened there. But Brazil is rocking my music right now.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have to go down Brazilian, get some Brazilian girlfriend.
Yeah. Ruin your life down there.
It's a great category in Pornhub too.
You're doing big down there, they're doing big up here.
Hell
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm putting in
I
numbers.
gotta be worth at least 80 spins on that video on YouTube.
Really?
I'll come in here and I'll cause I play a little mandolin, so I like to like just put stuff on, kind of try to
Yeah.
fuck around with it. That song's great. I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fucking-
a fucking
it's
great
awesome,
song.
dude.
You know, it's funny. I wrote that song in like literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Most of the songs I write that are like that I end up recording.
Yeah.
It's something that it's
just
like almost like a
happens.
higher
Yeah,
power.
it just happens.
Some songs I feel like I didn't even write it. Like the song "Forgotten Man." It's about a Vietnam veteran, and that song poured out of me so quick. The chords, the melody, every single part of that song, I almost feel like it was just given to me by like something up above.
Yeah.
It was a really weird experience. I've never felt.
I think it's,
something like that. I don't know what it is.
The
I
guy
can't
from the
explain it.
drive-by truckers who would say that it's like you gotta have your antenna up all the time. Sometimes nothing's coming in. He's
Yeah,
like,
you know
other
what's-
times just.
You know what's funny too with songwriting? Like you hear people like, oh, like I'm doing a songwriting session. My brain doesn't operate like that.
Yeah.
I never wrote a song with anybody else, but like, I don't know when I'm going to be inspired. Like I can't just like, okay, I'm going to write a song right now. You have to be like I might see you somewhere and you say one thing to me,
Yeah, and you're like,
and
that's
then I'm
great.
like, boom, and then it just like and all this, and I'm like, my hand's going, It could be a guy at a convenience store. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Just I see a sign or something. It's just anything, and then but I never know when it's going to happen.
Sure.
So
You know?
Jinty brought that point up one time. He was like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna get influence. And then he went. So Jinty's a kid from Ireland. You might know him, Jinty McGrath. He does fucking everything.
Dublin all the time.
Yeah.
right?
But he put something on
He's
Facebook
awesome
one
with
time.
music and not responding to my text. She thinks that he's great at it.
He put something on Facebook and he was like, tell me a story of your family coming from Ireland. He loves like the whole story of like
Yeah, they're very proud
immigration.
people. Yeah, for sure.
So I told him about my grandfather and I was like, he came here as a plumber. And I was like, is he about to fucking put this in a fucking song right now? Because like he liked it immediately.
Yeah.
But he put the song out, never made it. You know what I mean? Someone else's cool story made it.
Oh man, that's freaking hilarious.
But to Brendan, when you said you don't know when you're going to be inspired or whatever, so Brendan's obviously a great songwriter, but he also does a lot of parody shit. So he'll
I
fucking
love doing parody.
I love that
It's
stuff,
like
too.
my favorite
yeah.
shit to do.
So he'll just make a fucking song. Like we got like goofy looking people. He'll just make a song in 2 seconds, and he's
Yeah.
reading it off the paper. But I'm like, dude, I could never in a million
I
years
should
do
do
shit
one of
like
my
that.
the song I wrote. So I was in Vegas last year, and
Oh, yeah, we were going back and forth on Instagram about this.
yeah, I went to Vegas last year, and I was in. I saw on Instagram that this girl that sang backup on a few of my tracks, she was performing at one of the casinos. I'm like down there. Oh my god, this is cool. I'm gonna go. I never met her.
Yeah.
She's like, because I'm gone. I do my parts and then I'm
Yeah,
gone.
and somebody else
And my
is- yeah.
producer just brings in these people in. And she was there with a band and it was really great. And I walk in the place, I sit down at the pub table, and it's it's a huge casino, like all of them. And I went to get a drink at the bar. I see this cute blonde, like a bob kind of cut, really, really pretty. And she gave me like a cute smile.
Yeah.
And I gave her the no tea smile back. It's like,
Yeah.
how you doing? Dude, her girlfriend was just like bull dyke, like I'm talking like really like hardcore. I mean, like she wanted to let the world know that she was a butch lesbian. And then like I got the stank eye, you know, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then like you could tell she was drinking.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I every time I was like, I felt the heat on me, and I'm like, every time I look
She
at the
doesn't
bar,
like
she's
you.
just like, just staring at me, and she was waiting for it. I'm like, lady, like what the fuck? And she's like, what? Fuck you! You looking at my girl and all this shit, going crazy. She came over to me. She tried to put me in a headlock. Then this gigantic mammoth of a man comes over, and a security guy, and he like clotheslines and grabs me. He's like, what are you doing? You know? And I'm like, I'm just sitting here, and he's like, do you want to press charges? I'm like, no, I don't want to press charges. Like,
I don't ever want to see this woman again in my life.
like just have her go that way. I'm gonna watch this. I just want to see this band. I'm by myself. It was nobody in there. It was like really, it was unfortunate because they were so talented.
Yeah.
There wasn't that many people in there. Anyways, like 5 minutes later, the bartender comes around and gives me a drink. She's like, they want to give you a drink. You know, she said she's sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And,
It's a good start.
Yeah. So whatever. I have a
Hey,
drink.
you're in my heart now.
So then this guy comes over, and he sits at the pub table next to me, and he's by himself, and he looked like a musician. So
Yeah.
he might have been friends with him. I don't really know. And I look at him. I say, you play guitar? You're a musician? He goes, I play drums. I said, that's cool. I go, the band's great. He goes, oh yeah. He's like, dude, the blonde at the bar is cute as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, don't talk to her. Don't talk to her, dude.
got-
Logan
like-
Mankins is in the back ready to take you out on
dude,
a rousey.
seriously, dude. It's like I go, she got a silverback gorilla as a wife. Like, you don't want any of that, you know? He's like, oh, all right. So he went up to the bar, and he like he disregarded everything I said. He just started like talking to her.
Yeah.
Like full on talking to her, dude. And then she started shit with him, and I'm like, oh my God. So I left that night, and I came up, you know, with this song called Butch Lesbian Bulldog. If you want, I'll play a little bit.
Yes.
Friday night was looking bright. Butch lesbian bulldog staring me down for looking at her girl. She's looking kind of mean. She's rolling up her rainbow sleeves. And then one glance would get me in this kind of hell. And I went 3 rounds on the ground with a bull dyke. She's huffing and puffing and trying to choke me out. Now I'm black and blue. She gave me the boot. I should have stayed home tonight. I went 3 rounds with a bull dyke.
Yes.
We shook hands just like a man. Both admitted it went a little too far. She brought me around. I sat down, still seeing stars. My friend walked in, said, who is that girl with the ponytail? Said, leave it alone, she got herself a lesbian man. And I went 3 rounds on the ground with a bull dyke. She's punching and kicking and trying to choke him out. Now he's black and blue. She gave him the boot, should've stayed home tonight. He went 3 rounds with a bull dyke. Tried to lay low, just sipping my Cuervo. But the girl keeps catching my eye. Now she's dragging me outside. I went 3 rounds on the ground with a bull dyke. She's huffing and puffing and trying to choke me out. Now I'm black and blue. She gave me the boot. I should have took my own advice. I went 3 rounds. He went 3 rounds. I went 3 rounds with a bull dyke.
Dude.
Should I record that?
Yes.
You gotta record it. It's so
All right.
good.
Johnny, it's going on the next roster. We're coming
It's
back down.
gotta go on. It's so. I'll tell you
The
right
world
now,
is hailing.
dude. That will be fucking an electric factory because it's so good.
Yeah.
First of all, that's the best part about a parody song. If it sounds like a real song, let me see this, right? So my son, he's like, thank God he doesn't listen. His friends don't listen to the show,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
They just wear the merch.
They look at the clips, they wear the merch.
Yeah.
So when he was little, right?
Yeah.
When he was little, he like anytime he would do something, I would like make up a song about, right? Like that I didn't want him to do. So like the first time with like a rap when he used to wear, he would come down and he would not be wearing underwear like under his pants, and I'd be like, I got no underwear. I got no underwear. You looking under there? I got no underwear. You can't look under there because I got no underwear. And like he started wearing underwear.
Yeah.
But like he had this like bunk
Thank
bed.
God.
In his bunk bed, and like he started like I go up there one night, it was like he had pasted his wall with like fucking snots, right? So I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like it scraped him all over the fucking paint scraper, and he's still doing it. So like one day he comes down and I'm like, I got a boy, he's got a booger wall, he's got a booger wall, that's where he wipes them all. I know him, boy, he's got a booger wall, he's got a booger wall, that's where he wipes them all. When he goes down for bed, he wipes the snots right next to his head. I got a son, he's got a booger wall, he's got a booger wall, that's where he wipes them all. And he stopped wiping those fucking boogers.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And he stopped wiping. He's like, I'm like, when you get married, I'm playing that song. You want? And he's like, he was so afraid. Like, if he knew I just put that on the internet, he would fucking literally. He is a lot bigger than me, so I'd be worried about my life. So anybody who listens to this who might have access to him, you're not allowed to mention that. So, hey, everybody had a booger wall at some point.
So,
you know what I mean?
Bull Dyke Story, right? Friday.
That was unbelievable.
That song was amazing. I am a very loyal customer to my barber, but sometimes he gets busy, and I go to the nearest Dominican. They're all good, right?
Yep.
So I get this guy. I know his name. I have his number in case shit like this happens. So this lady comes in, and the only way I can describe her, she looked exactly like Lodass in Stand By Me. She looked exactly like Lodass. All I was looking for was the blueberry pies.
Yeah.
So she sits, and the guy does an amazing haircut to her or whatever. And he goes, I swear to God, God strike me dead if I'm lying. She goes, hey, August 3rd of next year, are you available? And he goes, okay. She's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm getting married that day, and I want you to cut my hair. Is there any way you can squeeze me in? I go, lady, it's fucking September 19th. Because I remember like
2025.
Yeah.
Wow.
She goes, I'm getting.
Pre-planning.
She's like, I just want to make sure. So she leaves, and he looks at my barber in the mirror, and they start speaking Spanish. And I go, bud, please say it in English, because I need to hear everything. He goes, did she ask me for 11 months from now? I go, yeah, 11 months from now. And she walked out. Haircut, amazing. Ass look great.
Dude, that's how I used to like when we were in college. Like I would never like gravitate towards other musicians because I grew up playing sports. So like, I would meet other musicians. I'd be like, this kid's a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Most of them, they just kind of like, I don't know. I didn't really gravitate. So like, all my friends weren't musicians. They were, but like, my one superpower was that like I would make up songs about all of them, parody songs. You know what I mean? So they could do nothing back because they don't know how to play guitar. You know what I mean? So like they'd like every night like we would be shit faced. They'd be like, play that song with Greg. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, here you go, and he'd be like, fuck, like. It's because I think actually I've often said this, like I think the reason I could string stuff together quickly was because I did listen to so much rap when I was a kid. Yeah. That like that your brain's wired for it. You know what I mean? Like you know all the words that rhyme together because you've heard them all in every De La Soul album and every other fucking thing you listen to. You know what I mean? NWA, whatever. I feel like that's like a big thing that like goes unnoticed with probably people like in our kind of age group is that like that stuff like the melodies, the writing, the stuff, like a lot of that stuff comes from like you said, like you play classic country music, right? But like listen to everything. So like, you know, there's tons of that influence that's in there that's just buried in there.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God. Yeah. People like, will ask me all the time, like, where did you come up with the idea of that? And I'm like, if they knew exactly where like the idea or what hit me for like the melody, it would like, it's so far left. Like,
That's what I think is fucking awesome.
Well,
like
I
way
was
out there, like deep archives of something in my mind, you know?
Yeah, my roommate from college, his neighbor is Robert DeLeo from, who was the bass player wrote all the songs for, called Stone Temple Pilots. And,
oh yeah, right.
And he sent me a video. He had one of his buddies out there who plays guitar, and like he brought him over there, and like he like kind of jammed with him, and like he just like picks up this big acoustic bass, Robert DeLeo, and he just starts like playing like fucking the Jackson 5, like boom, 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 boom. Like he's like a, you know what I mean? He's like he can. It goes in there and it's just in there. You know what I mean?
It's like a vault,
and it's like it's crazy. Like even when like I remember Dave Grohl being interviewed about like the first Nirvana album. He's like, yeah, like a lot of that was like glam rock or like funk drumming. You know what I mean? Like behind metal, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Like that's why it sounds that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which is crazy to think. Like
You would not think that.
No,
though.
no,
you know,
no,
you would
no.
think like it was an influence from like the Chili Peppers or another
Yeah.
another
exactly
band
like
of
something
that time,
similar. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is that the bands that I think are influenced by things that are very different that you wouldn't know are the ones that kind of have staying power.
Mhm.
Whereas like the ones that are just ripping off like, oh, we're gonna be like Pearl Jam light. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like that doesn't really kind of
Mhm.
resonate. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like I'm gonna try to sound like Eddie Vedder. You know, it's like that's why it's like you see it now. Like there's a bunch of kids coming out that like it's like, oh, great, you can sound just like Tyler Childers, but like before Tyler Childers, nobody sounded like Tyler Childers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like it's a nice little potty trick that you can sing White House Road just like Tyler Childers, but like that's what Tyler Childers does. What do
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
right,
mean?
Yeah.
Like
you gotta
like
find your you know, and
yeah.
I told you this before you had stepped in. I went up to my buddy's bar. He had like a halfway to St. Patrick's Day up in Methuen. Buddy I went with, he's 65 years old Thursday. Like me and him are fucking pals. Seen Bruce Springsteen 108 times. I confirmed that yesterday.
oh,
His
okay.
twin brother saw him 109. You know what I mean? He's got a crazy story. But on the way home, I said, before we play any Bruce, because I knew that's what he wanted to ask, I go, you have to hear the best chorus of all time. And I put on White House Road.
Yeah.
And he is fucking drunk as a skunk. And he goes, higher than the grocery bill is the best line I've ever
It's
heard.
a
I go, that's
great-
why I wanted to fucking.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
There's a great picture of Tyler Childers, like somebody took years ago, and he's playing in a pizza restaurant, and everybody's at the bar, like just talking to each other. Nobody's paying attention to him.
Yeah.
And they're like, "This is like what when you don't know what's around the corner."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like some like there were a bunch of people there. Nobody knew who the fuck he was, and didn't matter, and that was it. You know
Well,
what I
your
mean?
boy does that too a lot, right? Billy Strings? He does shit like randomly where he'll just stop playing? Or is that
Yeah,
how he
well,
started?
yeah, I mean that's how Tyler Childers started. But like, yeah, Billy Strings was just like he'll go to these bluegrass festivals and just jam with everybody. Like
Yeah,
he's just like
he's just he's a freak, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just think
yeah.
Guys on that level, it's another level.
yeah.
You know, it's like John Connolly, Kenny Chesney's guitar player. He's on my songs, and he has like that's all he's done since he was
Yeah.
a little kid.
Yeah.
Like he toured with Johnny Cash when he was 14.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Cash could have had anybody,
Yeah.
and he picked this little kid to like play backup on with the Highwaymen.
Yeah.
Like what, you know? And almost every song, like all like I write a lot of the melodies. Like
Yep.
I write like the intros and the
Sure.
heads and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I write everything, write the
Yeah.
whole thing. But like when he does a guitar solo, or sometimes he come up with a good hook or something, it's all one take.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't play fiddle, so when he does fiddle, like a fiddle intro or something, it's just like, oh, let me,
Fiddle is
he's like,
sick.
Like,
Yeah.
give me a crack at it, and he'll just sit down and goes up to the mic and just, all right, roll it, and he plays it perfect,
Yeah,
like the
it's-
most perfect intro, like the
it's-
coolest thing. It's like, and I'm like, I look at everything like, yeah, I don't need another take.
Yeah,
it's literally perfect.
When they produced the first, Dave Cobb, who produced like all the
Oh yeah,
when he produced the first Sturgill album, he basically got all the guys who played in Waylon's band, like Waylon Jennings' band. Is why it sounds like a Waylon record, pretty
Yeah.
much. Puggy, I think it's Puggy Pearson is the Pig Pearson or something like that. I always confuse it. There's a poker player named Puggy Pearson, but it's this guy Pig something. He was the keys player for Waylon.
Yeah.
And there's a thing now, like back in the day, you would record a tape. So like, tape's expensive. So like, you're like
Yeah.
you got to be nails. And now there's Pro Tools. Like I could just I could
delete it.
record him. He could play 15 leads. Nothing would matter, and we get the right cut, and that's it.
and you can piece it all together.
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
this guy
it's
Pig goes
crazy.
to Sturgill. He's like, you know what we had before we had Pro Tools? And Sturgill's like, I don't what. And he's like, pros. Like, that's what we
Yeah.
had. Like he dude,
That's funny.
It is like this guy who did my first album, this guy Steve. Like the first song I cut with him was like it's a big walk. There's a lot of changes in it. It's and it's like in F sharp. I think he just goes into the room with a mandolin. He's like, all right, yeah, run it, and he's just like plays the whole thing through. And it's just like he doesn't need. I actually asked him like, how do you think? Like, do you think like this is in?
It's funny you say that. I could tell you a story.
But same
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would ask some of these session players like, "What are you thinking when you?" And you know what they all say? I'm not thinking.
Yeah,
It's when if I start thinking, I'll fuck it up.
yeah,
They all say the same thing. They're not thinking about it. There's let it whatever comes out.
yeah.
And for me, since I've been like thinking that way, I know my playing's better when I don't overthink it.
Sure.
Especially live. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going for it.
Yeah.
And if I fall on my face, okay. If I fall and land on my feet, it's okay too.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
listen, I listen to a lot of Billy Strings, and like I've heard him fuck up a million times in a live show. It's like he
Yeah.
doesn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like,
and you think about like how like the chances he takes guitar wise.
oh,
I mean, he's
crazy.
doing stuff that like you know, you want to be like in the perfect mood, sitting down on playing the hardest thing, and then do that shit live in front of 10,000 people. It's a big difference,
It's insane, dude. It's insane.
and he's doing it. you know?
Tom Bukovac, who's the guy we talked about, who plays with the Carrie Underwood and plays on Logan Wall and shit.
Mhm.
He put it best. Like he's like, I'm not like he's like I'm like a plumber, right? He's like, I go out to my, I
Good
come
guy.
in, I go out to you, I say, all right, what are we working with? Like, the guy's like, oh, we're having a little trouble with the bridge. And I go back and I get a couple pedals, like it's like a plumber going to get a couple tools he needs.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's change that up a little bit. Let's fix this. And he's like, that's what I do. He's like, I fix problems, solve problems that are existing in songs. Like somebody goes in somebody's house. He's like, I'm like a tradesman,
Yeah.
basically just for music. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a miserable dad.
But yeah, I mean, but those guys, it's crazy. It's like you got to be. They're just different. You know what I mean? They're just
Look at Brent
they're built
Mason.
differently.
Oh my God. I mean, the guy's on everything. He's the
Yeah.
most recorded guitar player of all time. He's on everything.
Yeah,
He's on Morgan Wallen stuff. He's
Yeah.
on everything. He's on every. If you look at the songs, the list he's on, and how many great things he's come up with, all Chattahoochee.
yeah,
Like, how do you come up with these like perfect hooks that like everyone knows? So,
Yeah.
All the Shania stuff.
Yeah.
He's just
it is
It's
crazy.
amazing,
That's
man.
kind of
Guys
why
are-
I always gravitated more towards like country, and as I got older, and like bluegrass stuff like that, is because all the people that play that music are like us. They're normal.
yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
just
yeah.
happen to really like music and be good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they're like
Oh yeah. they're
everyday regular
yeah.
people. They're not like wallet chains and purple hair. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no.
Like,
Yeah, drop the kids off at school, come back to a session.
yeah, that's
they're
it.
just-
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
great.
I think I said it on here before, but so like I said, I grew up mostly on rap, and I'll never forget like my first time actually paying attention to country music was "Rain Is a Good Thing" by Luke Bryan,
Okay.
and I was like, this song is fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, he just did a whole fucking science project in a song talking about how rain makes whiskey, and I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
and
a
I
great
literally like from that day forward, I started listening to like the
What
country
a cool
channel.
metaphor, You think
Yeah.
of it that like
Yeah.
that stretch.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, and it's cool that like I never thought about metaphors as much. I didn't think about like I. You know what's funny? When I write a song now, I'm thinking about like the structure of a song, but this whole time before that, like my producer was like, "What are you doing? Like, don't you know how to the format, how to write a song?" I'm like, "No, I never knew. I was
Yeah.
just writing,
Yeah,
and it's just I just got lucky."
sure.
But like on rhyme schemes and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot, like
Yeah.
obviously rap. You have a rhyme scheme.
Yeah, but I sucked.
Yeah,
I don't never heard you, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get a rap.
there's a reason I'm a plumber. How about that?
yeah. But like the guy we have on a lot, our friend Joey Boats.
Oh, Joey Boats is
He's
so
like
talented.
a ridiculous rapper. We've done a lot of reels on here with him.
I think I've seen him. Was he
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah.
He's
fucking
one of
great.
our regulars. He's
but
the
like
man.
he's a wicked smart guy too, and like he writes really well. So like,
Yeah.
and he moves so fast that like he gets into something different. I'm like, did he just fucking say that back there? I'm like, that was fucking.
Yeah,
like
he's a beast.
He's
Oh, wow.
unreal, dude. He's unreal. That's why like I love like I said, I like this type of music because it's like I like just people who are normal who just also are creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a cab driver in Braintree. His name's Big Shug.
Yeah.
And he was in Gangstar. Remember those guys?
yeah.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He's a cab driver. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're driving me to my house? And he's like really good rapper. Like
I wonder if
Yeah.
do you know the Mulcarrans by any chance from Braintree?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Pat Mulcarran, Marty
Pat
Mulcarran.
Mulcarran, yeah, I think
Pat's
so.
he listens to our show.
Yeah.
He's a very good friend of mine.
He's our marketing manager. Actually,
Yeah.
he's like your sister. He's our manager. Actually.
Yep.
I think I do. I don't know how.
They're
I
all
named some-
huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. They're like fucking 6'4". Well, I'll give him credit. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my man.
Yeah, but he's a big dude.
He's
Yeah.
a big boy.
Yeah.
And his little brother's bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I believe he does not indulge anymore, right?
No, no.
But the way we got our misguided sponsorship was that he walked into this bar that was sponsoring us at the time, and he like did like the guy who owns the place was like he ordered a shot, a beer, and then he would be ripping a dot. He goes, comes inside, gets a shot and a beer, gets back. He's about to get back in his Jeep, and I go, how do? Oh, he's like, this place is great. That's what he
Yeah.
said to him. He's like, how'd you find out? He's like, oh, pulling the cork. He's like, it's the podcast. He's like, I know if those are the type of people who listen to this podcast, I need to be selling my
Yeah,
whiskey
yeah.
through you guys. It's like these are people who are gonna drink it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right,
Shout
so
out to
where can
Multi.
everybody find your stuff, like online and everything?
You can go to the website, www.therealbostoncowboy.com. Everything's right there. All the links to all the music, all the merch, the shows, about me, the guitar that's coming out.
Yep.
Everything is right there. The Real Boston Cowboy. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
So anything you need us to promote coming up, just let us know. Like send me
I'd
a
fucking
message.
love to come to one of your
Yeah,
shows.
that's what I
I'd
was
love
gonna
to
say
see it.
next. Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say like we'll have to figure out a time when you play at Loretta's. We'll go in there.
Yeah. Love Loretta's.
yeah.
Because I'd love to fucking go to that.
The last time I was at Loretta's, this is a funny story, real quick. Sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
no, no,
I
go
do
ahead.
that often.
Go ahead.
DMX, it was his last concert before he died.
Oh, really? Where was that?
I was at,
That was Louisiana.
no. So it was last time in Boston.
Okay. Got it.
But he played at the House of Blues, and my buddy surprised me with tickets, Joe Teddy. And he goes, come on, we're going to DMX tonight. And I went to the show, and he got bombed at Loretta's last call. We went inside, we made it through the door, and I never seen him again after that. He never saw DMX come out. By the way, DMX, God rest his soul, he was 5 hours late. He didn't show up until like fucking 1 a.m, dude. And like, yeah, dude, we were there I was drunk, but he just never showed up.
There's nothing. I have to say, there's nothing like that burns my ass more than go to a concert. The people
Someone's
that
late,
come out
yeah.
wicked late. It's
Yeah.
like annoying as fuck.
DMX doesn't give a fuck what you think.
It is. I will say that's the great thing about like someone like yourself who it's a pro band. Their fucking songs are great. I'm sure you guys do a bunch of classic stuff too. Like
Yeah, oh yeah, we do all. Yeah, you know what's funny when I when I first started my band, I was like, all right, I want to get the best musicians I can find. I don't care their age, I don't care what they look like. I'm not looking for the image really. I want to get the best players I can find. And it took some navigating and time and trying people out and okay, you're not going to work yet. So you're good, but you live too far.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. But once I got the core band together, I was like, all right, guys, we're gonna do all original music, all my songs. And that did not work because nobody wanted to book us. They're like, we need to hear like songs that people know.
sure.
We did a couple shows, early on. It was
Yeah.
like, oh
So-
shit, I have to learn. And I didn't know one, bro. Literally, I didn't know any cover songs.
Yeah.
I'm a songwriter like all the way.
Yeah.
So I knew like old stuff, like way old stuff. Nothing that would be like getting girls jumping up and down.
Yeah.
So I had to learn. I know like 50 songs now.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that this year.
Yeah.
It was a grind because it's hard. I can remember my own lyrics usually.
Yeah, but it's hard to.
Dude,
Yeah.
remembering we did like Man I Feel Like a Woman, like Shania Twain. It's like
Yeah.
hard learning that in like someone else's song and
Sure.
these
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, because like when you write your own shit, you can picture it in your head.
Yeah.
So like you have the whole
'Cause I
story
wrote-
already.
Yeah, I wrote
logged.
it. And I remember it.
Yeah.
But when I try and remember somebody else's song, I have to sing it like 1,000 times in my room.
So I don't even know
It's
how
like
you do it
burning
because
my
like
brain.
I do like I'll do like usually once a month I go up to this place Twisted Fate. My buddy owns it. I'll play there.
Yeah.
And like I have my iPad, like my clicker, and I'm like,
Yeah.
because I can't remember all these because especially if I'm playing by myself 3 hours,
Yeah.
that's a lot of songs. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'll and my own stuff gets sprinkled in, but like
It's a long.
it's like especially if something new I'm working on, it's like all right, like it takes me like I now can sing the whole thing of what's it called When It Rains It Pours, right?
Yeah.
I can remember that now, but I've been singing that song for like 2 years.
Yeah,
It's like,
and,
you know
it's
what I
hard-
mean?
and that's an easy song to make them
Because
go
the
around.
chorus has changed.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chorus changed. It's easy, really easy song to change it all up.
Yeah, yeah.
I recently just stopped bringing my iPad. Like I brought my iPad here just to have it. Knowing it's weird. Like when I know I have it, I feel more confident, even
Yeah.
though I'm like,
You're not
you know what I'm
using it?
saying?
Yeah.
And on stage, same way. Like I've been like because I really want to be like I want to be like the big leagues.
Sure.
I want to be able to like
Yeah, that's what you're doing for
like how
work,
my
yeah.
band was years ago, like 20 years ago, when I had a band. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
crap. There was didn't exist.
No,
It wasn't
no.
an iPhone.
Yeah.
To hang on your mic stand
Yeah.
or an iPad.
Right.
You had to remember your stuff.
Yeah, like Jinsey said it like that. He was gigging when he first came over from Ireland, and he had this big book of songs, and he's like, and so the guy who owned the bar that he played at, like when I get there, the book's gone, and he's like, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, and I have my best show, and the guy's like, yeah, I threw it away. He's like, you don't need the book. He's like, the book, it's a crutch. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I mean, so, and I don't know how Jinsey does it because he knows like hundreds of songs.
And
takes
he's-
time
and
to
he
learn
hits
all, yeah.
every genre of music.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
So he knows he's got his playlist. Even that's the thing that some of these people have like they play Faneuil Hall all the time.
Yeah, that's
So
what he
they
does.
does.
know
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
like what the songs they need to play.
Yeah.
And then they've gone around and see enough other artists be like, okay, that didn't work for no one.
Yeah,
No one cared
yeah.
about that one. This one, everyone going crazy.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's like you can sit there and you can learn, you know, like we would always try to, like when I would play with my buddies like around here, like we would do like shit that I wanted to, you know, you do one for you and one for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
You do
absolutely.
the wagon wheel, but then it's like, now I want to play fucking, I want to play some Clint Black. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and like, you're going to have to get through this with me while, you know, I'll get
Yeah.
you wagon wheel next.
So, I know I talked about this before, but I actually want to know your thoughts on this. It's more of a question. So when you go down to Nashville, are you strictly doing your songs? Or are you doing covers now?
Only my song.
Oh, so you get booked for
When
like
I-
an
when I-
actual show. You're not
Oh
just
no,
there-
no, okay.
You're not there for the tips.
Okay, when I'm
you know what I
getting-
mean, like those.
Okay, you I thought you were talking about recording.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so if I'm going down there like to play.
Yep.
Oh, you have to do songs
Yeah.
people know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like down there, it's even more strict.
Yes.
On,
Yeah.
on original music.
Yeah.
Like you have, and those guys will work for tips. So
yeah,
like every song is like $20 or something. You
Sure.
know? So those guys are like, they have to have like an iPhone or
Yes.
something like that because there's hundreds of songs
Yeah.
people might call out and they want to hear that exact song and they want to get paid.
Yeah.
So that's how they make money. You know, they don't play. There might be like a little bit of per diem. They might,
Yeah.
you know, a bar might give you
Parking or something
150
like
bucks.
that.
They might
Yeah.
give you $100, $150 or $50 a guy. They're not paying crazy money.
right.
No.
So it's all tips.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what's crazy is, do you know that how this works? Like, so this is really inside baseball, but like I found it interesting when I didn't know this at first. So like there's a thing called like Nashville number system, right? Which is 7 numbers, and the numbers represent notes, right? So it's like if the song's 145, right? Would be like what, GCD, right?
Yeah.
I guess, right? So if you're like it's 1415, right? The reason they do it that way is because let's say I'm playing with him and we're playing a gig because these guys all play different gigs with different people.
Mhm.
Yep.
And he's like, I want to do it in A, right? The key of A, but the song's in G. Well, I just know it's 145 anyway, so I just know it in the different key. So that's why they do it all by numbers.
Mhm.
It's crazy. So that all their charts are written in numbers.
It's crazy. With like, you know, I can't write a chart to save my life. So, but like when these guys will like, when I'm tracking one of my songs, be my demo. I'll play the song either live or most of the time it's just like my producer will like play what I sent him down.
Sure.
And it's me in my room just playing my guitar and singing the parts. It gets played one time and everyone's got their pad
Yep.
like this.
Yep.
As the ones, can you pause it right there? Okay, yeah, play it again. Okay, he's charting. He's writing out the whole chart. Like, okay, let me give it a go. And they can just play the song like they've been playing for me 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No shit.
Bro,
fucking crazy.
literally 20.
Yeah.
Like they've been in my band forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by charting it out that way, and they know the feel, and they you know that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like you're really good at like, you know, tying a vent up to the attic and
Yeah.
you know and working your magic. Guys are like, that's how good they are with
Yeah.
thing. You know?
Yeah.
That's their thing.
But when I went down to Nashville, it was my cousin's bachelor party. My favorite city to visit, and I've been there once. I'd fucking do it again tomorrow. The very first bar we went into, we got the early flight. We were drinking a lot of nips on the flight. We got there, we dropped the luggage off. We couldn't even check in yet. We hit the strip, and I walk in. This is right when like Tennessee Whiskey was like
Yeah.
the top of the charts.
Yeah.
So I'm there, pie-eyed, and I'm like, play Tennessee Whiskey. And the guy looks at me, he's like, bud, I'll play anything but Tennessee Whiskey.
Really?
And my buddy has I told you this, he has a tattoo of Prince with pancakes tattooed on his ass. Loves Prince. And
What the fuck?
I'll show you after this. So he goes, play Prince. And the guy couldn't have been fucking happier. And he just went right into fucking Prince like that. My buddy gave him $100 and he played it for an hour.
Oh my god.
It was
Wow.
unbelievable. The same day, I told you this too, a guy came in with his son who was probably 12.
Yeah.
And he was like, obviously he can't drink. He just wants to play 2 songs. And the dude that was on stage gave him his guitar, crushed Johnny Cash. And we were like, here's $100. The kid must have made fucking $3,000 that day. just going about.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Dude,
Nashville's sick.
When we were in Nashville, me and Mags, we met this crew that we started hanging out with like that night. It was just like a few other couples. They were from like down south. And then we went to a karaoke bar and Maggie's like, oh yeah, he sings a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, like I get up there, I do what's it called the fucking Tyler Childers song, White House Road. And but I'm a little cocked too, you know what I mean? So it's probably not my best work anyways, but I'm like, whatever, like fucking rolling out of bed. And this kid is with me. He's like, I think I'm gonna go for a Vince Gill tune tonight. And I'm like, yeah, go for it. Kid gets up there. Like Vince Gill is extremely difficult to sing.
He sings like a woman.
This dude
He's like
gets
a high-
up there.
he's
and
way
he's just
up
like
on it.
he's like halfway through it. I'm like, Max, I think it's time to go. I'm like,
I thought you were going to say he killed it.
no, he did kill it.
Oh, he did?
Like, but I was like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm blown out. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a really high pitched voice.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to change anytime I try attempt anything like that. I have to
Yeah, you
put it in
gotta
my
change.
register.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a baritone, you know.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. All right. Well, listen, everybody go check you out. We're gonna do Danny and I'll do Patreon after you get a long ride home. I think you work in the mornings too, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
If you want to stay and do like 20 minutes of Patreon with us, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Tell us some off the air stuff that maybe we don't get from behind the shows.
These are our paid fucking.
Yeah, these are our
members.
paid members. So everybody check out the website.
Yeah, check it out.
RealBostonCowboy.com. Follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram and definitely follow me on Spotify. It helps me. It's free. I put out new music every 40 days.
Yep.
With a music video, I'm busting my butt writing songs and putting them out there. So definitely, it really helps me to
Yeah,
follow
and
me on
YouTube.
Spotify. YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
could use more subscribers for sure.
Yeah. YouTube's
Can't we
great.
all?
Yeah.
Right? It's a
It is a
grind.
good niche though. Like, and before we go, it's a good niche like that you have because it's like it's really authentic and like you were saying, like you get that call like, oh, like it didn't work out with the Aldine thing, but it's like that call's gonna come again.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
said
Like,
we're at the top of the list.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's just wild. Like I never,
Yeah.
like you said, you never know what's gonna happen.
Sure.
In life, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like where things come from. It could be down the road. You don't even know who you meet. Like you
Yeah.
said that thing in New York. It's
Yeah.
like crazy.
yeah.
Dating some like illegal alien and
Yeah.
pass it off some music producer.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, this
Like
is
how that
amazing,
happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's you never know. So yeah. I'm blessed every which way. I don't even know how the hell all this is happening already.
Yeah,
so.
it's great. We love it. We'll do a little when we figure out a date that we can go to Loretta's, we'll just put it
Yeah,
out
is
there.
that is that your next show around here? Is Loretta's?
No, we just played there last night.
Yeah.
So I think we have one more show in maybe November or December.
Okay, so maybe we'll try to make
Perfect.
that one. We'll find one that's in Boston, and then
Yeah.
we'll
There'll
put
be
it out.
something though. There'll be some stuff.
Yeah, we'll put it out
Sweet.
to all the people who listen to the show and be like, come out and meet up, and we'll
Yeah.
drink and hang out.
And
Like,
believe it or not, we have people that will absolutely come.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just anything to
solid.
get away
Yeah,
from a
yeah,
wife
yeah,
and
yeah.
kids.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, and anything to hang out and drink some
Yeah.
beers.
Oh
like,
man,
it's-
yeah.
it's,
You would have been like last night was.
I saw the girl
wild.
holding the Creed.
Oh man. I don't do man. It was crazy. Some of the songs you want me to play, I just couldn't stop laughing. And that one crushed me, dude. She put a Creed. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing John Denver Country Road. And she got her phone out. Creed, you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having
Patreon's
me.
next. We'll bump this down, and then we'll get out to see you, and we really appreciate
Yeah,
everybody who
man, let's
listens.
do
By the
it.
way, also subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on
Everything.
Spotify, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Music.
Apple Music,
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah,
Get on,
Patreon if you
yeah.
want the extra shit. Like I always say, like if you like, I think Patreon's $5 a month. It could be more if you want to support the show. Some people do. Those people are great. But like, I think there's got to be over like 100 Patreon episodes now.
Yeah.
So if like you
Wow.
like the show, like you could go back and fucking literally have like hours, like
I
days of other shows.
I actually wanted to say that. Like my
You
my
can
favorite,
binge it.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, so my favorite part of like a new person that listens to our show
Mm-hmm.
is when they tell us I went back to episode 1 and started over. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. To
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. I'm like, those probably weren't our best episodes.
Yeah,
but,
whatever.
Yeah, that's like someone singing my song.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I get that. Like my eyes start like tearing up. Like she knows every word. You know.
Oh, it's awesome,
Like,
dude. It's fucking
that's-
great. You know what I mean?
That's why I do it. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I remember when we first had that album, like this group of kids, like they were down on the South Shore and like they all of a sudden like tagged us in something and like on Facebook and like they were covering like one of the songs and like then I met them. They ended up becoming friends with these guys. They're great guys.
That's
and,
so
like,
cool. Man.
Yeah, and
That's really
they were like, let me ask you, what is that line? Because we don't even know what it is. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I'm not sure I quite knew what it was when I wrote it either. All right, we'll see you guys. Peace.
cool.